The entryway sets the tone for the entire home, making it the perfect place to introduce vintage cottage farmhouse charm. A distressed console table, an antique mirror, and a woven basket for storage instantly create a warm and inviting atmosphere. Adding fresh flowers in an old pitcher or a collection of vintage hooks enhances the nostalgic appeal while keeping the space practical and beautiful. Nothing embodies cottage farmhouse style quite like weathered wood furniture. Pieces with chipped paint, natural imperfections, and aged finishes bring authenticity to a room. Whether it's a farmhouse dining table, an old cabinet, or a rustic side table, these furnishings add texture and history while creating a cozy lived-in appearance that feels effortlessly welcoming. Floral fabrics are a signature element of vintage cottage interiors. Incorporating floral curtains, throw pillows, bedding, or upholstery introduces softness and romance into the home. Choose muted colors and vintage-inspired patterns that complement rustic furnishings. Layering different floral prints creates visual interest while maintaining the relaxed and charming atmosphere associated with cottage living. Antique mirrors are both decorative and functional. Their aged frames and slightly distressed finishes add elegance while reflecting natural light throughout the room. Hanging a large vintage mirror above a fireplace or arranging smaller mirrors in a gallery-style display can make spaces feel brighter, larger, and more connected to the timeless beauty of the past. Open shelving offers the perfect opportunity to showcase treasured vintage collections. Arrange antique dishes, enamelware, old books, and ceramic pitchers to create curated displays that feel personal and authentic. Mixing practical items with decorative pieces ensures the shelves remain useful while contributing to the cozy antique aesthetic that defines cottage farmhouse interiors. Woven baskets add texture, warmth, and practicality to vintage cottage spaces. They can be used for storing blankets, magazines, firewood, or even fresh produce in the kitchen. Their natural materials complement aged wood and soft textiles beautifully, helping to create a relaxed and organized environment that feels both rustic and refined. Whitewashed walls provide the perfect backdrop for vintage farmhouse decor. The soft, imperfect finish adds character while brightening interiors and enhancing natural light. Whitewashed surfaces allow antique furnishings and decorative accessories to stand out while maintaining the airy, cozy atmosphere that makes cottage-style homes feel so inviting and timeless. Large vintage clocks bring both function and decorative appeal to farmhouse interiors. Whether mounted on a kitchen wall or displayed above a mantel, these statement pieces introduce old-world charm and a sense of history. Their aged finishes and classic designs create visual interest while reinforcing the nostalgic feel that defines cottage-inspired decorating. Antique frames instantly elevate walls and tabletops with vintage elegance. Fill them with family photographs, botanical prints, landscape artwork, or handwritten documents to create meaningful displays. Mixing different frame styles and sizes adds depth and character, helping to tell a visual story that feels personal and rooted in history. Lighting plays an essential role in creating a cozy atmosphere. Antique chandeliers, lantern-style pendants, and vintage-inspired wall sconces provide both illumination and decorative impact. Their warm glow enhances the comfort of cottage farmhouse spaces while adding architectural interest and reinforcing the home's timeless character. Vintage cottage farmhouse decor often incorporates aged metals such as iron and brass. These materials appear beautifully in cabinet hardware, candle holders, wall hooks, and light fixtures. Their patina and weathered appearance contribute to the home's collected feel, adding subtle sophistication without overpowering the relaxed aesthetic. Flowers bring life and natural beauty into any cottage farmhouse interior. Fresh blooms arranged in vintage pitchers or dried lavender displayed in antique containers add seasonal charm and fragrance. These simple touches connect the home to nature while enhancing the romantic and welcoming atmosphere that makes cottage decorating so appealing. A farmhouse hutch serves as both storage and a decorative focal point. Display cherished dishes, antique glassware, linens, and collectibles behind glass doors or on open shelves. A vintage hutch adds height, texture, and personality to a room while showcasing treasured pieces that contribute to the home's unique story. Comfort is at the heart of cottage farmhouse design. Layering quilts, knitted throws, linen cushions, and soft rugs creates a warm and inviting environment. Mixing textures enhances visual depth and encourages relaxation, making every room feel comfortable enough for quiet mornings, afternoon reading sessions, and cozy evenings at home. The kitchen offers endless opportunities for vintage decorating. Display enamel pots, old scales, ceramic crocks, and antique utensils on countertops or open shelves. These charming accessories add character and authenticity while celebrating the practical beauty of traditional farmhouse kitchens that have inspired generations of homeowners. A cozy reading nook perfectly captures the spirit of cottage living. Pair a vintage armchair with a weathered side table and a soft throw blanket. Add a small lamp and a stack of well-loved books to create a peaceful retreat where comfort and nostalgia come together in a beautifully inviting corner. Botanical prints bring a sense of nature indoors while complementing vintage furnishings. Framed illustrations of flowers, herbs, and plants add subtle color and educational charm to walls. Their timeless appeal works beautifully within cottage farmhouse interiors, helping create spaces that feel connected to the natural world. Vintage trunks provide stylish storage solutions while adding a sense of adventure and history. Positioned at the foot of a bed or used as a coffee table, these versatile pieces offer functionality and character. Their aged leather, metal details, and weathered surfaces contribute beautifully to the antique-inspired aesthetic. Lace curtains, embroidered tablecloths, and handcrafted linens introduce delicate textures and vintage romance into farmhouse spaces. These heirloom-inspired details soften rustic furnishings and add a layer of refinement. Their handmade appearance reinforces the sense of authenticity and craftsmanship that defines cottage decorating. A fireplace mantel provides the perfect stage for vintage displays. Layer antique frames, candlesticks, clocks, and seasonal greenery to create a warm focal point. The combination of collected treasures and natural elements makes the room feel welcoming while celebrating the timeless beauty of traditional cottage homes. One of the secrets to successful vintage cottage farmhouse decor is balancing antique pieces with modern comforts. Combining old furniture with updated textiles or contemporary conveniences keeps the home functional without losing its nostalgic charm. This thoughtful mix creates interiors that feel timeless, personal, and perfectly suited to everyday living. The most beautiful cottage farmhouse interiors never feel overly designed. Instead, they appear as though they have evolved naturally over many years. By carefully collecting meaningful antiques, treasured heirlooms, and charming vintage accessories, homeowners can create spaces rich in character, warmth, and individuality that tell a unique story.